Once your mobile workforce is up and running with role-based access configured in SOTI Mobi Control, personalized lockdown home screens built in SOTI Snap, and with NFC-based authentication enabled via SOTI Identity, the final piece is making sure those devices are actually being used the way you intended. Are workers logging in on time? Are shared devices just sitting idle between shifts? Are the right apps being launched? And when conditional lockdowns are triggered, like low battery or geofence violations, are you seeing it in real time? SOTI XSight gives you the answer, so you can troubleshoot faster, optimize smarter, and make decisions using data, not assumptions. Hi, I'm Joel, and in this video, I'll show you how to set up Snap Lockdown Analytics in SOTI XSight so that you can track active usage and turn raw data into actionable insights. Before we jump into SOTI XSight, let's take a quick look at what has already been set up in the earlier videos. You configured authenticated lockdown and conditional lockdown in SOTI Mobi Control. Then you designed personalized home screens in SOTI Snap with only the apps each role needs. After that, you enabled seamless passwordless login using SOTI Identity. Now that everything is deployed and workers are using them throughout the day, it is time to see what matters: device utilization with lockdown. This is exactly where Snap Lockdown Analytics in SOTI XSight comes in. Let's take a look at how to set it up. Start by opening SOTI XSight. In the top left corner, select Profiles and click the plus icon. Choose Utilization. Then select Snap Lockdown Analytics. Give your profile a descriptive name and choose the Mobi Control instance you want to work with. Next, you can configure site selection. If your organization groups devices by store, warehouse, or regions using a custom attribute, site selection lets you view lockdown analytics by location. Toggle the option on, choose the relevant site, and continue. Click Next and select the device group you want to collect data from. You can also filter devices further using custom attributes or simply select all devices if that's what you need. After that, click Next again. Now, we are in the lockdown configuration window, which defines the data SOTI XSight will collect. Select Discover to open the Discover Topics wizard. XSight will scan your devices for XTSOC plugin apps, specifically the SOTI Snap Lockdown app, so it can capture all available lockdown-related metrics. Use filters to narrow the scan to devices that have the Lockdown app installed, then continue. You'll see a list of topics you can enable for live view as well, XSight's real-time visualization tool. Choose the ones you want and click Finish. Next, we configure active usage. This determines what your organization considers an active device or user. A device can be marked as active if any app is launched for a set duration, if a specific set of apps is launched for a required duration, or if a user logs in for a minimum amount of time. Choose the criteria that makes sense for your workflow. If you choose one of the app launch options, you'll set the minimum number of launches, the required foreground usage, and the minimum active duration. Anything below those thresholds is flagged. Click Finish to complete the setup. With the profile saved and data sources defined, it's time to see the results. Let's look at the Snap Lockdown Utilization dashboard. On the left, you can see a summary of devices. Those currently in SOTI Mobi Control, those with the SOTI Snap agent installed, those reporting during the selected timeframe, and those remaining after filters are applied. As you scroll, you can explore insights that matter to your operations. You can review which authentication methods are being used. For example, if most workers are still using passwords instead of NFC, that may show a need for education or process refinement. You can also view user group distribution, login and logout activity by hour, and even which device manufacturers and OS versions are most common across your fleet. You can drill down all the way to individual workers. If someone consistently logs in on time, uses the right apps, and stays productive, but still relies on passwords instead of NFC, that's a clear opportunity to improve their experience and reduce friction. You can view your top apps as well. The top 5 opened apps, the apps most used in the foreground, and the top SOTI Snap Lockdown apps. This helps confirm whether your critical apps are being used as intended or if something is being overlooked. You can understand how devices are being used throughout the day. If many devices remain on the pre-authentication screen, it might mean they are not being picked up for shifts or fully charged or in the right place. You can also examine lockdown events which map to conditional lockdowns. Hovering over any events such as low battery, out of contact, or geofence triggers shows when and why it occurred. Frequent low battery events, for instance, may indicate charging stations aren't being used properly. You can see home screen usage as well, showing which home screens are accessed most often. If frontline managers are using shared devices more than expected, you may need to allocate more devices or adjust how they're assigned. And finally, SOTI XSight helps you quickly identify your active and inactive devices and users. You can immediately spot which devices are underused or sitting idle and which workers may need support, retraining, or workflow adjustments. With all of this combined, SOTI XSight gives you more than raw data. It delivers clear, actionable insights, helping you troubleshoot faster, optimize your deployments with confidence, and make decisions based on real usage rather than assumptions. You configured role-based access for your shared devices in SOTI Mobi Control. Then, you designed custom home screens in SOTI Snap that reflect your branding and streamline your mobile workers' experience. After that, you provided quick access by enabling seamless NFC-based authentication with SOTI Identity. And now, with SOTI XSight, you can see exactly how everything performs in the real world and make data-driven decisions with confidence. SOTI XSight turns device utilization with lockdown into clear insights, helping you make smarter decisions, support your frontline teams, and keep every device working the way it was intended to. If you found this video helpful, make sure to watch the rest of the videos in this series. Together, they show you how SOTI ONE Lockdown simplifies shared device access, setup, and protection. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for the latest updates.